Hey guys, I just wanted to show you what I did. This first wire shorting the starboard and the port side, starboard and the port side of the gear channel, the signal, is soldered. At first I thought that worked. It did, but I can't power off the BEC. Okay, I cannot power it off. If I power it off, it's not going to work. It will basically not acknowledge and see the gear channel on board this circuitry here that you see. Okay, that's what all that stuff is. I'm beginning to find out. So I played around with it and I figured out that going to the receiver, and this is going to the output, the servos. So this is the receiver side, this is the servo side. You need to short or connect the signal of the receiver side to the signal of the servo side, okay, which is the gear channel. But it must be controlled via a jumper. On powering up the BECs, powering up all the servos, this must be plugged in at initial start. And then once the gear starts working, this needs to be removed. If you leave it in there, it will go into this weird mode, and I can demonstrate that. Okay, so first off, let me just demonstrate and disconnect, remove this jumper here. So you're effectively isolating on power up the receiver side and servo side. Okay, so let's just go ahead and remove that. All right, transmitter's on, and I'm going to power up my BEC. Power up my BEC. Okay, now you see the light on. All right. You can see everything I'm doing. Ailerons work. Elevators work. Always robust. Rudder.
Takeoff flap.
Flaps.
Landing flap.
Flaps all work. But if I do the gear,
Gear up.
it doesn't work.
Gear down. Gear up. Gear down.
Okay?
Gear up. Gear down.
That doesn't work. So what do? Well, that's what I made this jumper for. Okay? To start isolating the receiver side and the servo side. If you complete the circuit here, and that's what I think some of these probably internal relays are doing to do the startup routine or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't have the schematic. I can't really dig into it to really read what the hell's going on. But essentially, in layman's terms, that's what it's supposed to do. Okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and plug in the jumper. See, once it's plugged in, you heard that acknowledge, right? You guys should have heard that. And then now, the gear would work. Okay? But bear in mind, you see the jumper still plugged in.
Gear down.
It'll work for a while.
Gear down.
But sometimes it'll do this weird shit.
Gear down.
It's not doing it now with my luck. Don't know why.
Gear down.
But it was doing it. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and, while it's powered up, remove the jumper. It'll function. That's the best way. Because before it was going into this oscillation mode where the mains would not go up and the nose would be jittering up and down. I found it better once it's cycling.